Hello friends, welcome to TMXing Adventures. Lisa here. I hope you've had a fantastic day. Tonight I'm getting ready for dinner, and this week is all about quick dinners, or at least I'm hoping that's what I'm going to bring you. You might have heard yesterday that I'm getting together a newsletter, so it's been a little while since I've done one of those, probably 6-8 weeks, and this one's all going to be quick dinners. So I'm doing some extra recordings to kind of give you inspiration and confidence, hopefully to get more out of your Thermomix, regardless of what model you've got. Tonight I'm going to do the Korean barbecue chicken with rice. Now again, you're going to have to come back and watch at 6 o'clock tonight on YouTube to see the entirety, because it is 2 parts. We've got some cooking to do first, then we come back, chuck a sauce together, and then assemble it all. So it's actually who's made this recipe? If you've made this recipe, put in the chat, say hello. I'd love to know if you can go, yep, tick, I've done that one before. I am tweaking it to make it a little easy, or a little bit easier. That doesn't surprise you, right? Because that's what I'm here for, is to show you ways that you can make life easier for yourself with the Thermomix on the bench. So I've got my TM7. You can make this on whatever model you've got. We're going to go straight to start. By the way, 4-point-something stars. That's pretty good from 200 and something people. So that's going to work well. By the way, got my new Thermo server. Thank you, Thermomix, for that. It was our incentive last month, and I'm going to get that out today with you because we need that in this recipe. So if you can't read the small writing on the screen, which is normally quite large, maybe my kids have played with it. Anyway, that's a story for another time. First things first, is it says some red cabbage cut into pieces, and it's 100 grams. So we've got cabbages in the veggie patch. This one has split, so it's a prime time to use it. Now it does say cut into 5 or 6 centimeter pieces. Now there's a reason for that, and that is cauliflower, cabbage, from being the other C word, is renowned for bouncing around right on top of the blades, and we want it to get chopped by the blades. So in it goes. In this goes. We need about 100 grams. This does serve 6, so you could make a smaller portion. You don't have to make all of this if you don't want to. Now, in this goes. Now, it says normally we'd go on and chop. However, the recipe calls for matchsticks carrot. I don't do matchsticks carrot. Who does that? I do chunks of carrot. It's been washed, and I'm going to chuck it in, and I'm hoping the next step will chop it for me. So let's put the lid on. Thermomix has had an absolute workout today. If only you could see how dirty it was. Chop, 4 seconds before. Now, I've chucked carrot in there. It may need a bit longer, but let's see. So play button. Let's have a look. Hello, Janelle. Lovely to see you on this afternoon. I've been concreting with hubby. Can you believe that has been what today has been? If only you could see how dusty my pants are from sitting on the ground. So let's have a look and see what the 4-second chop did. Oh, that's not too bad. I might go a little longer because I reckon the 9-year-old will not be impressed. So we just hit the repeat button. We'll do it again. I'm not. I was in 2 minds then. 4 seconds speed 4 is quite a long time. I was a little worried oh no, that's okay. I may have pulverized it, but no, that's okay. I'm happy with that. So it then says transfer into a thermal serving bowl or other large bowl. So let's have a little squeeze at this. So I've heard, and I've seen a little sneak peek, because when I was in Perth in early this year and we got to cook on the TM7s before they were available, they had a test run there in the kitchen. And from what I can gather, this one, the lid stays on. It doesn't leak, which I really like. It also keeps things colder or hotter for longer. So if you're not sure what this is, you know the old-fashioned thermos that you used to take your cup of tea places in, right? So this is for not a cup of tea, but for dinner or ice cream or a salad at Christmas time. Taking it to somebody's house and it being pre-chilled or preheated, and not actually having to then put it in their fridge or in their oven to reheat because it's hot still. So really super handy. Even things like cooking pasta and rice in it, just amazing. So one thing to know is they do not go in the microwave. They do not go in the oven, and they do not go on a stovetop, okay? The stories I've heard over the last 12 years of what people have done with these, they can go in the fridge, they can go in the freezer, they can go in the dishwasher. Oh, I believe it's dishwasher safe. The old one was. I think this one will be okay. But not those things that make it hot. You put hot food in it, and if you need to preheat it, like so often I will preheat mine to get it, like, because it's stainless steel, right? If you put something 100 degrees in here, the stainless steel is cold. It's cold to touch even now on this today. So it would drop to what, 80 degrees or something all of a sudden. Whereas if you've put a little bit of boiling water in it, put the lid on, it takes the chill out of the stainless, you then tip it out, put your food in, lid on, and you're good to go. So anyway, like so, lid goes on, and then this little strap, I don't know, this is my first time too, so hang on a second, goes around, I'm guessing. Maybe I need more muscle. I don't have much muscle left this afternoon. Here we go. Yeah, it does. It goes over. Just stretches over. Now, I'm not going to put that on because I need to actually put food in it. So, I'll just give it a little rinse. So excited. Love it. I do love my thermo servers. You guys have seen me use them many times. I've got shelves of them up here. They are on the host rewards, not the new one, not this version. The old version is on the host rewards, and I don't know for how much longer. I think I flicked that. Hang on a second, guys. No, I do not want to stop streaming. Here we go. Okay, let's transfer it out. Next. So, without cleaning the bowl. So, I'll have one bit of carrot attached to the blades. If you want more food, say you're cooking for a crowd, then of course you can go put some more cabbage in. Look, there's some dust from today. You can put some more cabbage in, and of course keep going. So just chop as much as you want. You could even put, if you want to make it more colorful, put things like what's that called, capsicum in, if you want to make it even more, like, have that red color through it as well. Okay, next, without cleaning the mixing bowl, oh, we love those words, place 1,000 grams of water. So that's 1 liter. I can look at my little dots up the back. Up this goes. And now we're going to get on to steaming. So, little, around that 1,000. I don't mind if it's not perfect. However, the scales will tell me. It's a little more, that's okay. You can see them moving. Don't stress about that. That's just, they weigh at your shoe, right? So if someone's moving in your house or the fan's on, sometimes that'll happen. It'll move. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Insert the simmering basket end. Now, I've already done this because I figured you didn't need to see me weigh jasmine rice into it. So white rice plus salt. We don't salt ours, but that's fine. Place Vorwerk dish into position. Oh, interesting. So it's not washed jasmine rice. It's just jasmine rice. Okay, we can do that. Place the Vorwerk into position. So this is your Vorwerk. Oh, hang on. Can you tell I'm tired today when I can't even put the lid on first? Don't laugh. Okay. Next, weigh into the Vorwerk. Okay, so I do not have tenderloins. When I was shopping the other day, I picked up some wing nibbles. So I'm going to use wing nibbles today for this dish. Means you could use chicken breast and cut this to size, like little strips. You can use drumsticks, you can use thighs, you can use whatever you've got, but wing nibbles is what I had. So with that in mind, don't forget to remove your absorbency layer. That goes for the whole chook that I did the other day too. Okay, public service announcement, don't cook the absorbency layer. Not sure how good it is for you. Okay, so I've got 2 packets because I'm feeding 6 of us. I don't even know, must be about 1.4 kilos, clearly more than their 250 grams. But what I will do today is I will split it, excuse me while I grab the tray. Let me grab a little spatula because I don't want to touch the chicken. I'm going to split it between 2. It's supposed to be 700 grams a packet. Don't worry about the scales and what they're saying right at this point in time. Absorbency layer, reminder, here we go, take that out. And then spread this chicken out. Now we've got just some seasoning to put on top of the chicken before we put this on for a cook. So we're going to go next and we're adding, drizzle with 1 teaspoon of sesame oil and season with salt and pepper. So sesame oil, if you don't have sesame oil, you know what, leave it off. Please don't go to the shop for sesame oil. Put it on your shopping list so that you've got it in your, normal repertoire of stuff. but don't dash to it. For a very long time, I just used olive oil, and now if I didn't have it or I was in a hurry, I would actually just leave it out. Please don't feel the need to go to the shops for that. Pepper, pepper, and it says salt. I don't know where my salt is. It's not in front of me, so I'm just going to go next. We're going to put the lid on. Oh, look at this. Insert the Vorwerk tray. I should have looked ahead. Add more chicken. Fabulous. There we go. And now drizzle with the remaining salt and pepper. Secure the Vorwerk lid, and we're going to steam it now for 12 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 4. Now it's on speed 4. Now you might have heard me say yesterday with chicken, we typically use Vorwerk on speed 2. We have today rice in the bowl. That needs speed 4 to agitate it through and cook it through nicely. So I'm going to press the play button. If you want to see the rest of this recipe, you need to jump on YouTube tonight after 6 o'clock and see how we make the most amazing sauce to go with this beautiful dish. Okay, it is well worth getting to know this recipe, adding it to your to-dos. You'll see it on the download coming out soon as well, so that you can have that in front of you when life is overwhelming and you're like, what shall I make? Okay, I know some of you guys also have my Fill the Freezer ebook, and that's helpful as well when life is crazy and chaotic and you don't know what to have for dinner. But sometimes it's also great to have things that you may not have the freezer time or space or at the time to be able to whip something up in half an hour. It's a win. So if I can help you with your Thermomix, reach out. My details are all on my website, TMXing Adventures. If you live in Australia, I'd love to help you get a TM7 on the bench. We are up to October shipment at the moment. However, not for much longer. We're about to, I suspect, move into our next month. So please make sure those around you know if they've been to a demo with you over the years. If they're like, oh, one day I'm going to, or I want one for Christmas, they need to get in now. So reach out. I'd love to help them. As someone who refers them, you can either do a demo with me online and we can get your host reward, or you can get a $100 Mix Shop gift card if you just want to refer them and when they buy, which is cool as well. There is a sale in the Mix Shop right now too, for those of you who are in Australia. But yeah, if I can support you with your TM31, TM5, TM6, and you have questions, or your TM7, don't ever hesitate to reach out. I'd love to hear from you. And I never mind answering questions and helping you get the most out of your Thermomix. But otherwise, I'm going to press play. And I will see you tomorrow live. And for those of you who are going to jump over onto YouTube, I'll see you in the nick of time to do the last sauce part of this recipe. So we'll see you then. Take care. Bye for now. Okay guys, welcome back. So I came after that cook time, and guess what? The chicken was raw, and like raw. So I put on 10 more minutes for Vorwerk, speed 4, and let it go again. I didn't even look at the rice. Okay, there is a line in the sand when it comes to meat and rice, and at least it has to be sealed, the meat, right? The meat on the outer casing needs to be sealed if I'm going to eat that rice underneath. And at that point in time, it was not sealed at all. I don't even know if it heated up. Like, it didn't look. So I did 10 more minutes, come back now, we're good. The meat is cooked through. So I'm not sure whether this just needs a longer, maybe it was because I've got the little nibbles as opposed to thin tenderloins. I'm not sure, but at least you now know that don't stress about it. If it's not cooked, it's no need to go, oh my gosh, it's not cooked. What do I do? Throw it out. You can pick up the phone and ask me, definitely, but just cook it longer. The white rice will be okay being cooked a bit longer. It will not be a problem whatsoever. So when we have a look now, this smells amazing in my house. It is now cooked. So I'm going to actually, and I don't know what it tells us to do. Well, it actually, okay, let's go back a step. What it actually tells you to do is take, after that cook time, the rice out. And as I said, I wasn't game to because my chicken wasn't even sealed. So I just went, you know what, 10 more minutes for Vorwerk, speed 4, and off it went. So I'm at that point now where I'm actually going to take out the chicken. Okay. But yeah, like, don't let it ruin your meal if something's not cooked properly. Just cook it longer. Okay, don't stress over it. We'll see what the rice looks like in a moment. As I said, I haven't even looked at the rice yet. If you are doing a brown rice, know as well it's going to take 35 minutes. I just put 30 minutes on at the beginning. It'll kind of cook itself at the very end anyway. So just put that 30 minutes on and walk away, because it's all about hands-free cooking with the Thermomix, right? So in these will continue cooking slightly anyway, because I'm going to put the lid on this and that'll just let them keep cooking. So this is going onto the cabbage. To be honest, I don't know if the recipe says to do this. I didn't pay that much attention, but we're we're going to do it anyway. Oh, bearing in mind as well, not only did I have more water, not much more water, but I also had more chicken. So that could also be why it's taken a bit longer. So back to current steps. So now we've cooked it and it's done. Set the Vorwerk aside, transfer chicken into a thermos. Oh, good, with the rice and veggies. Oh, rice, that's right. Rice underneath that. Nearly got forgotten. All right, let's see what this rice looks like. Oh, look, I'm happy with that. That looks stunning. Don't want to burn myself, but look at that. I need to get my... I've been saying this for a long time. My spatula is in my travel bag. I really need to get it out. So that rice is done. That is beautiful. Okay, so I'm good with that. So I'll just put that aside. It says to put it in here, but I'm not going to do that because I don't have space. Pretty much, in a nutshell, there's no capacity left. So let me grab the lid. Let's put the lid kind of on. All right, now... Next, cover and keep warm and set aside. Yep, check. Discard the water then. Clean and dry mixing bowl. I'm not going to do that. So off with that water. You could, it's not very much a chicken stock. You know when I made chicken the other day and I said keep the juice? This has starchy rice water. So I'm not going to keep it in this case today. So down the sink. And I'm not going to worry about cleaning out the bowl though. I will rinse it just to make sure I got rid of the starchy stuff. Okay, next up we have 2 garlic cloves. Now start with a dry bowl if you want to mince down your garlic. I have pre-minced garlic, so I'm going for the cheat shortcut method today. It's 2 cloves of garlic, I'm just guessing 2. Then it's got chili, skipping the chili because we don't do that. 3 centimeters of ginger. Kids made ginger cordial again today, so that's what's going in. They actually harvested the ginger and then made ginger cordial, which is kind of cute. Soy sauce, 40 grams. I'm using tamari. One day I'll work out how to say that. 40 grams, and it goes. Or just soy sauce if that's what you've got. That'll do. Rice wine vinegar, 50 grams. Hopefully I've got enough. That's what this looks like. Just at the supermarket. Okay. 50 grams. In this goes a little bit more. 60 grams of water next. So I'm not close enough. It's not getting rid of that for me. 60 grams of water. Then it says some brown sugar. Whoa. Let's grab a little bit of water. Now, I don't know that I've got much sugar. I think the kids used a lot of it in the cordial today. So I'll have to dig. I might have some out of my Christmas stash. Let's see. Let's have a little look. Not in that drawer. So you do want to add the sweetness. Keep looking because it's going to offset that sour, sweet, fabulous empty packet in the cupboard. Don't you love that? What do I have? I do have honey, because we have bees. So let's put in honey. There is a risk when you swap a liquid sugar with a granulated sugar that it may not syrup the same way with that stickiness. But I don't have sugar. I can't see my brown sugar, can't see my white. Well, the white one's empty. So what have I got? That's what I've got. All right, so I'm going to use that. And if it doesn't thicken up, that's why. Well, actually, when I say I'm going to use that, I hope I'm going to use that. My goodness. I'm sure there was, oh, here we go. I'm like, I'm sure there was one around here somewhere. Okay, soft brown sugar. Let's tear this back. You might have seen that move. This was at the back of the machine near the electrical lid. And because your whole machine is a set of scales, you will see that if there's something up the back there, leaning, pushing, holding down, you'll see that movement. Okay. I love that. It goes. Tell us what it's got next. Next. Okay, 20 seconds, speed 8. Bit of rice left on my lid. That's okay. Let it come together. Vorwerk dish into position. By the way, we've just, I mean, if you've put in 2 cloves of garlic, some ginger and stuff, you've now just pureed that down. So now this goes in top, and it says to put the tray in place and put a well-wrung piece of baking paper. So that's what I was holding up, was my well-wrung bit of baking paper, okay? I love this. We're actually doing an egg omelette on top. No matter what model you've got, you can do this. I used to do this back in TM5 days. We used to do not fried rice. And again, it was like this recipe where you got the rice, veggies, and it was all together. It was just beautiful. So it's such a lovely way. And you can make omelettes on top. I love making omelettes on top. So I've just got, now it says 2 whisked eggs in the ingredients. I've got 4 because we like eggs. We have chickens and they're laying at the moment, which is a win. So I'm gonna put that in top. It does say salt and pepper it. And we're gonna cook that. So it's actually gonna cook at the same time as your sauce is cooking, which I just love. I love that versatility of being able to do it all in together. So secure the Vorwerk lid. So it's just got a bit of chicken juice on it. Let me just flick that off. And it's gonna steam for 8 minutes. At Vorwerk speed 2, I'm going to press play, and you know what, I'll come back in 8 minutes time and let's finish this recipe together. If you've not tried it, put it on your to-dos. It's a really great, you know, quick dinner, easy dinner, hands-free dinner, which is what we love. So I'll see you in 8 minutes time. Okay, welcome back. Let's check this out. Let's see if our omelette is cooked, if our sauce is cooked, because if so, we're done. And by the way, I don't have all the additional things for this recipe. It calls for bean sprouts and coriander. Yuck, don't like that anyway. And all sorts of other things. I literally don't have that. So it's going to be more like a pokey style bowl with like rice and chicken and sauce, and then that kind of coleslaw-y feel to it as well. So, oh, an egg. So, you know, like pick and choose what you like style. So don't stress over a recipe if you don't have everything that it calls for. All right, let's have a squeeze. Let's see if this is ready. Whew, there it is. So I think we now cut it into strips, thin strips. So you can see how easily that's done. If you push gently, hopefully it won't cut through the baking paper. And then we're going to just put it together in the thermo server and give it a little toss around if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to toss it, but we'll just give it a go. Just cut that big bit up if I can. And this is ready to serve out. So easy, half an hour dinner, maybe 35 because I had to add that extra 10 minutes cook time onto that thing, but otherwise it says now to cover with a kitchen towel to keep warm, transfer to the large bowl. See, this is what I don't have. I don't have bean sprouts, spinach, coriander. I have the sauce, the strips. I have the omelette strips. And then serve it between 6 bowls. So let's have a look in here. Oh, that smells divine. Yum. All right, I'll just grab a spatula. Oh, that one's dirty. Let's not grab that one. Need some quality control on the dishwasher unpacking, I think. So look at this, beautiful. It smells amazing. It's that real soy. You can smell the soy, the garlic, the onion. Oh, yum. All right, so that's ready to go. I will probably sprinkle it with some sesame seeds. You'll see that in the final picture, but otherwise, hope you give this a go. Add it to your to-dos. Tell me what you think, and as you can see, easy enough to kind of use what you've got to make it happen, even if it's not tenderloins, but it's little bits of meat or drumsticks, and of course extend that time if you need to with those bigger chunks of meat. But otherwise, if you've got questions, reach out. I love to hear from you. I hope this has inspired you. I look forward to seeing you in the next video soon. Bye for now.